Welcome to Hutta, kid. You're new here. You look like you got a bright future, so let me give you a word of advice. Watch your back out there. Learn how to please the people in charge. And as soon as you can, get out.
I don't plan to stay any longer than I have to.
You got a good head on you then. Just hope that when you're ready to leave, you still can. There's a gang war raging out there right now. If you want to survive on Hutta, you're gonna have to learn the ropes. I can get you experience navigating Hutta's gangs, help you build your reputation, if you help me out.
Now you're finally saying something interesting.
This is a gangster town, controlled by a greedy and cruel Hutt named Nem'ro. As if there was any other kind. Used to be I worked for Nem'ro's gang. Violent, bloody life. That's why I left. But now, my little brother's following my footsteps. Nem'ro's street gang leader, Rex Gear, is my old buddy. I thought he might help get my brother out, but I can't get to Rex for all the fighting.
Just point me in the right direction. I'll show them the business end of my blaster.
I hope you're right about that. You'll find Nem'ro's boys holed up in Jaguna, but you're gonna need to fight through Fathra's thugs, so be careful.
You got some skill breaking through Fathra's line, and some nerve coming in here. Do I know you?
This old gangster Brel said you were a friend of his.
Yeah, I remember Brel. He wants his brother back, don't he? Well, I can't help. The Brel kid's a traitor. First time Fathra's thugs start shooting at us, he turns coward and tries to join their side. Nem'ro's gonna have a lot of questions for him, and I can't let him go.
Trust me, you don't want to cause trouble here.
Look, I don't want to make trouble. So how about I pay you some credits and you go on your way? Tell Brel's big brother you got here too late or something. You'll be richer, and this weasel will get what he has coming.
Hey, I have a better idea. You let Brel go, and he and his brother leave Hutta, and nobody knows any different.
What am I supposed to tell the boys? Turn coward and get a free pass off Hutta? That kind of deal's no good for morale.
This isn't my problem.
You're not gonna give me a choice, are you? Looks like you got lucky, Brel. Your big brother's hired muscle just saved your skin.
Thank you.
You better get out of here, too. The boys won't be happy when they find out what you did.
I just heard from my little brother, and it's a good thing, too. Fathra doesn't look like he's about to let up. And if it gets much worse, Nem'ro might start being more picky about who he lets on board the shuttles.
In that case, you two had better get going.
I can't thank you enough, kid. Here's the credits I promised. Be careful on Hutta, though. Hutt'll eat you alive if you let him.
Excuse me, stranger. I don't mean to be overly familiar, but I think you're just the kind of person who can help me. My coward of a husband has taken my son, and I need someone with the wit and muscle to bring him back.
Why would your husband take your son?
Because he's both a coward and a fool. My son is gifted. Do you understand me? Gifted in the Force. He has the ability to train on Korriban and become Sith. My husband trained on Korriban. He had his chance at glory, but failed. And now he runs errands for a slimy Hutt. I will not have my son do the same. Please, you must help me.
I'll have a little chat with him.
Good. I knew I'd find somebody sensible eventually. He took my son to the shuttle port. A comm officer there who owed me a favor contacted me when they showed up. Be careful. My husband may not be willing to walk away peacefully.
You're the one Gianna recruited to rescue her son. She said you were on your way. Look, I'll point out her husband, but that's it. He seems jumpy, and I'm not risking my neck.
Where's the man and the kid?
Hey, Kendrell, somebody wants to talk to you.
Do I know you? What do you want with me?
I'm here to take your son back, so that your wife can send him to Korriban.
My wife is so determined for our son to become Sith that she hires a bully to threaten me. I was once an acolyte at the Academy on Korriban. There's no failure at the Sith Academy. Those who can't cut it die. I got wise and fled before they could kill me, and I'll die before I see my son eaten alive by those Sith dogs. Let me take my son and flee. Tell my wife That you persuaded me, and we took the shuttle to Korriban. She won't know any different.
I'll tell Gianna you took your son to Korriban.
Oh, thank you. We'll leave right away, and you'll never hear from us again.
You. Where's my son? I thought I told you to get my son back.
Your husband took him to Korriban.
Oh. Okay. Sorry I raised my voice. It's just, you know, a mother cares deeply about her son. But how did you manage to convince my husband?
He wasn't stupid. He backed down.
Smart. I always knew my husband was a coward. But at least my son's future is assured. Thank you very much. And here is the promised payment.
You? Yes! Oh, yes! Oh, saved, of course! Nem'ro the Bounteous takes me from the swamp, yes? He gives me a new name, new job. He makes me Morsel, the administrator. Nem'ro orders me to keep work camp enforcers in line, but they hired to bully Evocii. They laugh at me.
Just tell me who you need dead, and how much it's worth to you.
Enforcers hard to hire, harder to keep, so they think they can do as they please. But we can't kill them. Go to work camp, wave your gun in Chief Enforcer's face, make him see Morsel no one to laugh at. And I have stack of credits for you.
I hear you're giving Morsel a hard time. That you don't respect Nem'ro's authority.
What? Who you Oh, man. Hey, look, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Me and the boys were just having some fun. We didn't think you're not gonna kill me, are you?
Look, it's not that big a deal. Let Morsel do his job, and everything's fine.
All right, no problem, and thanks for not being all hard about it. We won't give Morsel a hard time anymore. Won't even laugh at his name. Swear.
Excuse me. Yes, over here. I know. I sound strange. You don't have to say it. 40 years I worked in the factories by the river, breathing the noxious poisons they produced. Made a fair number of credits. But now my lungs are useless. Spines are bent from hard labor. I can't do anything for myself. I gotta ask for help from someone strong, like you.
What's the job?
Before the effects of Hutta's pollution made me an invalid, I set up a pollution treatment system to clean the river. Every extra credit I had went into maintaining that system until the settlers on the river drove me out.
Weren't the settlers grateful for your help?
It's the vile Hutts. They bought off the settlers and spread lies about my work, all to preserve their precious industry. That industry is the cause of all Hutta's problems. The filth, the poison, it comes from their pipes and smokestacks. The river needed only one more treatment to be free of their vile filth. All I'm asking is that you take the last treatment to the river.
Of course I'll take the last treatment.
Excellent. Thank you. This canister contains the purifying chemicals. The filtration system's up at the old muckworks. Good luck.
You. The old man sent you, didn't he? I can smell his foul chemicals from here. Do you know what those chemicals do? They purify the water, all right. But they also do disgusting things to the water beasts, mutating them and making them rampage. They come out of the water twice the size and 10 times as vicious. And they're wiping us out.
Maybe the old man didn't realize what his chemicals did.
What? You think because he's dying, he's kind and innocent? That old man's crazy. He clearly doesn't care if we all die in his purification process. If you want to help, you should go to that station and smash the valves in back that release the chemicals. So no one can use that station ever again.
But smashing the valve only caused the river to become polluted again.
I'm sure we'd all prefer if the river was cleaner. But we're talking about murder here. Please, will you help us?
I'll destroy the valve.
You're a lifesaver. It would be good to have some peace for once. I heard a loud noise from the station. You destroyed the valve then?
My work here is done.
Great. Here is your reward as promised. Thank you. Goodbye. And thanks again.
Have you done it? Have you purified the river?
The purification station was driving violent monsters from the river into nearby villages.
You've been listening to the settlers. Listening to those Hutt lives. The Hutts pay those settlers to live by the river so everyone will think the river's safe. And then the settlers work in the industrial zone and dump more dangerous chemicals into the river. Nasty, vicious cycle, and they deserve what they get.
That's an awfully cruel thing to say.
No sense arguing. It's too late now. Story of my life, really. If I'd realized when I was younger what the Hutts were doing, I could have finished the purification myself. Too late. Too late. Please just leave me in peace.
Hi, stranger. That's Evocii native speak for hello. Don't get a lot of visitors here who aren't backward savages. You come to the work camp looking for laborers?
Tell me about this work camp. Who runs it?
Nobody, really. The Hutts gave the Evocii some land to keep them quiet. The catch is, they're expected to work for it. My name's SWtOR, by the way. I deal salvage to the Evocii. Smelly work, but profitable. Most Evocii are decent, though not too bright. Like my little helper here. Say hello, Imat.
Welcome to SWtOR's many treasures. Do you know the Black Death who slaughters my people?
Imat, I keep telling you, not every off-worlder knows the Black Death. Oh, ignore him, stranger. This isn't your problem.
This Black Death, is it a man or a beast?
A man. Man, that's not his real name. Evocii call him that because he wears black when he hunts them.
The Black Death kills my people for sport. Butchers women and children.
He started out hunting hostile Evocii in the swamps, but now he's killing ones from the work camp. Having the time of his life. Keeps their ears and teeth as trophies. If this slaughter keeps up, I might have to get a real job. You know, I'll bet someone like you could convince this guy to quit. I'd sure make it worth your while.
I'll put him out of business.
Fantastic! You just might save my business. You're looking for a vehicle out in the swamps surrounded by security droids. This Black Death guy doesn't like visitors. You'll probably want to do something about his droids before you try talking to him. Good luck.
Stop this nonsense at once. What do you think you're doing, blasting my droids? I'm a senior administrator of Zerka Corporation.
You're a hard man to get a hold of. Black Death.
Black Death? What are you talking about? I demand to know why you're disturbing my hunting trip.
You're slaughtering the Evocii.
Those animals? You're some nature conservationist. You've come to the wrong planet. We both know Evocii are no better than act dogs, so stop pretending this is about them. Look, I understand how things work here on Hutta. I'll pay you handsomely to leave me in peace.
You're not buying your way out of this.
Oh, for the love of... What do you want from me? Stop wasting my time and name it.
The Hutt considers the Evocii his personal property, and you're poaching them.
What? Oh, I had no idea. If my leisure pursuits have offended mighty Nem'ro, I'm truly sorry. I will cease my holiday immediately and pack up my campsite at once. Please give Nem'ro my apologies.
One of Emat's little buddies stopped by. Said he saw the Black Death packing up his camp. Nice job.
I made him see the error of his ways.
I'll bet you did. Sounds like he's finished here for good.
I wish the Black Death had paid for his crimes against my people, but I am grateful for your efforts.
Wasn't my call to execute him. That's someone else's duty.
I didn't mean execution, but perhaps if he'd lost his eyes and ears.
That's enough, Emat. Get back to work scrubbing those broken power converters. Here's your credits, my friend. Safe travels to you.
I can spare a minute. I'll see what I can do.